Good morning, everyone. Today, I'll be walking you through how common responses can be reframed into more professional, confident alternatives. Instead of defaulting to "I don't know," we'll explore ways to acknowledge limits while showing willingness, accountability, and proactive follow-up. Let's get started. In meetings, people often ask questions you may not be fully ready to answer. The typical phrase is, "I can't answer that right now." While truthful, it sounds abrupt and might create doubt about your preparedness. A better approach is, "That's outside what I've reviewed so far. Let me confirm and update you." This alternative shows honesty without closing the door. It acknowledges the gap, but pairs it with a plan of action, reassuring your audience that you're proactive and responsible. When dealing with technical tools or features, it's natural not to know everything. The common phrase is, "I haven't learned that tool." While clear, it can sound like unwillingness. A stronger alternative is, "I haven't explored that feature yet, but I'm willing to test it out." This communicates curiosity, initiative, and readiness to grow. It turns a lack of knowledge into a positive opportunity for development. Clients often ask detailed questions about policies. The usual response is, "I'm not familiar with that policy." While accurate, it risks sounding uninformed. A more professional phrasing is, "That policy isn't clear to me at the moment. I'll check with the right team." This approach keeps credibility intact, showing you know where to get answers and that you're committed to providing reliable information. Projects often begin without all the details finalized. The typical phrase is, "I don't have all the details." While honest, it may create uncertainty. A better version is, "I don't have the full scope yet, but I'll gather more details this week." This balances honesty with a clear plan. It reassures stakeholders that you're aware of the missing information and already taking steps to close the gap. Finance-related questions can catch people off guard. The common way is, "I'm not sure about the numbers." While straightforward, it doesn't offer reassurance. A stronger alternative is, "I don't have the figures handy. I'll pull the report and share it." This communicates professionalism and responsibility. It reframes uncertainty into action, showing you value accuracy and will provide reliable data. In a history class, memory gaps are normal. The typical phrase is, "I can't recall that event." While honest, it ends the conversation. A better alternative is, "That event isn't fresh in my mind. I'll look it up and revisit." This shows willingness to learn, demonstrating humility and curiosity. It turns a gap in memory into an opportunity for engagement and deeper understanding. In medical contexts, knowledge gaps must be handled carefully. The common phrase is, "That's beyond my knowledge." While truthful, it may cause worry. A more supportive version is, "This condition is outside my expertise. I'll refer you to a specialist." This provides reassurance, directing the person to the right resource. It builds trust by balancing honesty with responsibility. Job interviews often bring unexpected questions. The typical phrase is, "I'm not prepared for that question." While honest, it may appear weak. A better alternative is, "I haven't encountered that situation yet, but I'd be eager to learn how." This response conveys humility and growth mindset. It reframes the gap as readiness to adapt, leaving a more positive impression. In classrooms, it's common to face new problems. The usual phrase is, "I haven't solved this before." While accurate, it doesn't show initiative. A better version is, "This type of problem is new to me. I'll try work it out step by step." This displays resilience, curiosity, and problem-solving mindset, encouraging others to see challenges as learning opportunities. When asked for travel directions, gaps in knowledge are common. The typical phrase is, I don't have that route memorized. While factual, it's not very helpful. A better alternative is, I'm not sure about the directions. Let me check a reliable map for you. This not only admits the gap, but also demonstrates helpfulness and responsibility. It reassures the person that you'll find a solution rather than leave them stranded. In customer service, gaps in knowledge are normal, but how we phrase them matters. The typical phrase is, I'm unsure of that detail. While honest, it sounds passive and leaves the customer uncertain. An alternative is, that detail isn't with me right now. I'll escalate it to someone who can help. This approach shifts the focus from limitation to action. It reassures the customer that while you don't currently have the answer, you're taking responsibility to connect them with the right resource. This builds trust and keeps the interaction professional. IT support often encounters unexpected errors. The common way is, I haven't seen this error. While true, it may sound inexperienced or unprepared. A stronger response is, this is the first time I've come across this error. I'll research and fix it. This communicates honesty, but also confidence in resolving the issue. It reframes uncertainty into problem solving, giving users reassurance that the error will be addressed, even if it takes investigation. Leadership often involves uncertainty about future outcomes. The usual phrase is, I can't predict the outcome. While realistic, it can sound defeatist. A better alternative is, I can't say the outcome for certain, but I'll prepare options for each case. This reframes the gap into preparedness. It shows that while certainty is not possible, foresight and planning are in place. This builds confidence in leadership while acknowledging reality. Legal matters often bring up unknowns. The common way is, I'm not aware of that law. While honest, it can feel dismissive. An alternative is, that law isn't in my current knowledge. I'll confirm with legal experts. This approach acknowledges the gap while demonstrating responsibility to consult professionals. It shows due diligence, which strengthens credibility rather than undermining it. HR professionals often face questions about policies and procedures. The usual phrase is, I don't have the guideline memorized. While factual, it can sound unprepared. A more professional version is, I don't have that guideline handy. I'll share the official document. This assures employees that they'll receive accurate information directly from the right source. It balances transparency with reliability. Presentations often involve being asked unexpected questions. The common phrase is, I can't answer that offhand. While candid, it may sound dismissive. An alternative is, that's a great question. Let me dig deeper and respond properly. This acknowledges the question positively, respects the audience, and commits to follow up. It turns a gap into an opportunity for thoughtful engagement. Training sessions frequently surface questions beyond the current scope. The typical response is, I haven't reached that module. While accurate, it can sound limiting. A more empowering way is, we haven't covered that part yet. I'll make sure it's in the next session. This frames the gap as part of a structured plan, assuring learners that their curiosity is valued and will be addressed. Health-related conversations can be sensitive. The usual phrase is, that's not my area of expertise. While true, it can leave someone stranded. A safer and more caring alternative is, I don't have the right training on this. I'd recommend consulting a doctor. This is responsible, supportive, and directs the person to the right professional, protecting both trust and safety. In team discussions, it's easy to be out of the loop on certain decisions. The common way is, I'm not updated on the decision. While straightforward, it ends the dialogue abruptly. A more proactive response is, I haven't seen the latest decision yet. I'll check and revert. This shows willingness to catch up and keeps collaboration open, signaling that you take ownership of staying informed. In engineering or technical environments, unfamiliar processes are common. The typical phrase is, I haven't used that process. While honest, it may sound like a limitation. A more constructive alternative is, that process is new to me. I'll learn it before applying. This expresses openness to growth and responsibility for self-improvement. It turns lack of knowledge into a commitment to build capability. In data analysis, it's common to forget a formula under pressure. The typical phrase is, I don't recall the formula. While honest, it may give the impression that you're unprepared. A more professional phrasing is, that formula isn't coming to mind. I'll calculate and confirm later. This shows honesty while also providing assurance that you will return with accuracy. It reframes the gap as temporary, demonstrates accountability, and builds trust by promising a follow-up rather than leaving the uncertainty open-ended. In sales, clients often ask about discounts or policies on the spot. The common response is, I don't know the discount policy. While truthful, it may sound like a lack of competence. A stronger alternative is, that discount detail isn't with me now. I'll confirm with sales ops. This communicates that you're aware of the process and have a reliable plan to get the information. It maintains professionalism, manages expectations, and reassures the client that their query matters. Marketing teams frequently run multiple campaigns, and sometimes you might not have the latest update. The common way to say it is, I'm not updated on the campaign. This sounds detached and uninvolved. Instead, you can say, I haven't received the campaign report yet. I'll request it. This shows proactive ownership. It doesn't just highlight a gap, but also communicates that you're taking steps to close it, which boosts credibility. In design work, new tools are introduced often, and you may not know them all. The typical phrase is, I'm not familiar with this tool. While factual, it might make you appear resistant. A better option is, that tool is new for me. I'll experiment and share what I learn. This reframes inexperience as curiosity and initiative. It shows that you're willing to adapt, learn quickly, and contribute value through discovery. In science, remembering every detail of chemical reactions isn't always possible. The usual response is, I can't recall the reaction. This leaves a gap hanging. A better alternative is, the reaction details escape me right now. I'll check the reference. This reassures your audience that while you don't know in the moment, you will consult credible sources to provide a precise answer. It balances humility with professionalism. In politics, policies change frequently, and it's normal not to know every update. The common way of saying it is, I'm not up to date with that policy. This sounds passive. A stronger version is, I'm not updated on that release. I'll review the official statement. This conveys initiative, reliability, and responsibility. It demonstrates that you're committed to accuracy, not speculation. In research, you can't be familiar with every theory. The standard phrase is, I'm not familiar with this theory. While direct, it feels final. A better phrasing is, that theory isn't fresh for me. I'll look it up and return with insights. This communicates a willingness to bridge the gap. It frames the missing knowledge as temporary and highlights your intent to provide value afterward. In supply chain management, knowing vendors is crucial, but sometimes details are not at hand. The common way is, I'm not sure who the vendor is. This feels vague. A stronger version is, I don't have the vendor information now. I'll connect with procurement. This is clear, professional, and shows accountability. It assures others that you know who to turn to for accurate details. In education, it's natural that you haven't covered every topic yet. The usual phrase is, I haven't studied that topic. While true, it feels limiting. A better alternative is, that topic hasn't come up in my studies yet. I'll explore it soon. This demonstrates curiosity, openness, and a growth mindset. It communicates that while you don't know now, you're committed to learning. In general conversations, we're often asked things we don't know. The common way is, I can't answer that now. While honest, it feels abrupt and closed. A more constructive alternative is, that's not something I have clarity on right now, but I'll find out for you. This balances humility with responsibility. It transforms a lack of knowledge into an opportunity to provide support and build trust. You can find playlists for various languages in the video description. To practice the vocabulary, you are encouraged to explore our various apps. Links to these are also included in the description. If you found something new or interesting, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section and provide your valuable feedback. And please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more educational content.